Say, are you a car buff, a history buff, or maybe even a movie buff? Well, if you are, we've got a place that's just for you. In our first story, Miranda Cohen's traveling to Greenville to meet a man with a rare collection of vehicles, one that you have to see to believe.
One of Kent Bewley's earliest memories is of being around cars.
You know, I was a car guy from very young, and enjoyed the dealerships and did everything from carry out the garbage to sell cars to clean cars, worked in parts, service, everything.
Since 1937, his father, R.R. Bewley, owned several car dealerships in and around Greenville, and the younger Bewley grew to share a passion for his family business.
I told somebody that I've done everything you can do with a car. I've raced them, yeah, I've rented them, I've leased them, I've sold them, you know, so we're just big-time car people.
He is also somewhat of a vehicle historian, as the owner of the City Garage Car Museum here on South Main Street.
Cars, I had over 40 cars stored in a warehouse with flat tires and dead batteries, and so this building became available, and so I bought it, and Betty and my wife and I did most of the decorating and did the total layout, and it's just worked out beautifully.
This 12,000 square foot one-time service station is now home to an impressive collection of 42 very rare vintage automobiles. You can see everything from a 1901 Oldsmobile to a very rare Canadian-made Bricklin, to the very first Subaru that was ever shipped to the U.S. And Bewley does have a few favorites.
The De Tomaso Pantera, I bought it brand new. It has 4,900 miles on it, and it has a certificate of origin that's never been titled. It's the only one in existence that's never been titled.
The classic 57 Chevy and the 52 Pontiac have been in the family since they rolled off the assembly line. There are Corvettes, Cadillacs, and even a nod to NASCAR. And if you're a movie buff, there is plenty for you too.
The sheriff's car outside that looks like the Barney Fife car was in a movie, was in two movies. The Rolls-Royce Corniche back there was in the movie Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood.
Okay, Mr. Bewley, no doubt one of the most recognizable cars in here is the DeLorean. So when was this car made, and how many of them are still out there?
I think they produced from 82 to 84, and there's probably less than 10,000. We think this one is the lowest mileage. It has 727 miles on it, and it's never been out of this county. It was purchased in Nashville, trucked up here, and it's been in Greenville ever since.
The vehicles are displayed with nostalgic memorabilia. It is like a drive down memory lane. Bewley has been collecting vintage cars for decades, and he is not putting the brakes on anytime soon. Private owners and dealers continually seek out Mr. Bewley with the hopes of adding to his grand collection.
The best source of getting cars for me now is wives that want their husbands to get rid of these cars. But we have opportunities almost monthly to buy, and we're very selective in what we buy, but people come from far and wide and let us appraise them, and then we end up buying some of them. Uniqueness, you know, very rare, cars that are very rare, but you know, there's no set rule for that. It's just how you see it and how it will fit in the museum.
Bewley says the younger generations marvel at the polished chrome, metal, and meticulous engineering. But for many, it is much more of an emotional journey.
Just the memories, you know, the pleasant memories, and you know, it's just a special attachment. Well, it's kind of like a fraternity or sorority or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, car people are car people, and It's intriguing in a small town like Greenville, and they seem to think it's much smaller than it is. And but a lot of people come in and they'll say, well, they're in a hurry, and they end up staying an hour or 2 hours. You know, they become enamored with it. We draw a lot of people into Greenville that would not come otherwise. They come here to see cars.
Hey, how'd you like the story? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed it, we have a lot more where that came from. Here's one you might like. And please click here to subscribe so you'll know when we premiere new videos. Thanks for watching.